Hi, I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Today's video has been very highly requested and it is a more in-depth review of my new Neo Alma BB, and it is in the empreinte leather, and I clearly got the black or the noir. So I've been getting asked a lot about this bag. I finally had a few moments to sit down, and so I am going to go over the bag, tell you what I think about it, and then I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you some different things that fit in the bag. So I did get it in the black, as I said, and I have been getting asked a lot about how deep the embossing is. I personally feel it's a little bit soft, not quite as deep as some of my other ones, so I brought out all the empreinte pieces that I have just to kind of give you a comparison. So we'll start with the embossing. So this is my Montaigne BB. Let me move this handle so you can see it better, because there's a big part of this bag that is just a pebbled leather. So you can see, hopefully, that the Montaigne looks like it's a lot more of a deeper embossing. This bag is also way stiffer leather. Like, it's night and day. This one is really, really, really soft. And all the ones that I looked at were the same embossing. I looked at PM size, BB size, cream, the cherry berry, and of course the noir, and they were all very, very similar. Here is my Zoe in noir, so you can kind of see that. So it is a little bit of a softer embossing. You can see the Zoe's deeper, but I don't think, as long as you don't overstuff it, that it will completely lose the embossing and be flat. I've seen several pochette Matisses that the front with the V was really deeply embossed and the bottom almost looked like this pebbled leather band. I was also asked about the stamp here. It says Louis Vuitton Paris, and I highly doubt you'll be able to see it. It is extremely faint. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. It doesn't bother me since it doesn't have the gold foil embossing. If it had that and it was like faint like this, you know, that would bother me. But this, like, you know, if you don't know it's there, you really don't miss it. So it's not an issue for me. It does come with the key bell and in gold hardware, feet on the bottom, and the corners are kind of folded like this. And I have been asked a lot again about corner wear, and I have not had any yet, and I am going to show you a few examples of some bags that I have had for over a year that don't have corner wear and are more delicate material than this, just to show you. There is a little tab here for the lock, which I have here on the zipper. If you put it there, it would be knocking into things all the time because that's so low down. So I wouldn't personally do that. And the zippers on this are really, really smooth, which is nice. You know, sometimes you get a really good zipper and sometimes you don't. These are really, really smooth. The strap says Louis Vuitton Paris, but exactly like the bag, you really can't see it. I don't even know if that, I cannot tell at all if that's showing up, but I doubt it. It's super, super faint. But again, it doesn't bother me because I really don't need it to scream Louis Vuitton Paris. It already has the logo all over it, embossed on it. The inside of it is in like a golden yellow color, about the same color as their boxes. And you can see on the bottom where the studs are attached through the bag, and it is in a microfiber fabric. And here on the back is a very, very generous slipped pocket. And oh, one more empreinte piece to compare it to. I have the Zoe in the Rose Poudre again. But yeah, see, it's not super deep, but it's not, I've seen them where they're just completely flat, so it didn't bother me. I've been carrying it a lot. I really, really like it. It's super roomy, super lightweight. The opening is great. I had, let's see, I had a Vernis Alma, and I think I had two Epi Almas before, and I ended up selling those. This one is just so much easier to use, and it's just, I just love it. I just love the lightweight. I love the leather. So I'm gonna go grab, I didn't bring those in here. I'm gonna go grab the bags that I wanted to share with you about the corner wear. Okay, so let's talk about cornerware. I've brought out two bags that I have had for at least a year. So this first one I've had a little bit over a year, the other one closer to 3. And they're both much more delicate leathers than this one is. So I want to show the corners to you on these. This is the Fendi Mini Peekaboo, and I wear this a ton. This has been on a lot of vacations. It has been under the seat on a plane, inside of a Longchamp, but it has been all over the place, and zero cornerwear, nothing on this one at all. The other one that I wanted to share with you is also a much, much softer leather and a much lighter color, apparently, I mean, of course. But this one is my Dior Diorama, and this one has, on this corner, and these are very sharp corners, there's a tiny, tiny, tiny dot of blue right there, and that's it. So I'm really just not worried about cornerwear, and I don't know, there's just been a lot of talk about this bag being really concerned about the corners. And if I can keep this one looking nice, I am pretty sure I can manage it with a black one that is a much more sturdy and durable leather. So the bottom part of this one, as I showed you earlier, is all the pebbled all the way around and on the bottom. So, I mean, Empreinte in general, you know, it's of course pebbled and embossed, but I just don't think this is going to be an issue. I know it can be with canvas, but I think just that it's leather, it's going to be a lot different. So I am going to insert some mod shots. I took them when I unboxed the bag, so I will be dressed differently. I just, for time's sake today, to get this out, I'm just going to go ahead and use those. And for reference, I am 5'6", and I'm going to turn the camera around and I will show you what fits inside this bag, then kind of give you my first impressions. I've had it for a little bit over a month now, and I have carried it quite a bit. So let's get the camera turned around. So you will notice I'm in a different outfit than the video. The mod shots didn't come out. I didn't like the way they were with the lighting, so hopefully this is better. So this is crossbody on me, and again, I am 5'6". And then for shoulder, I feel for me personally, I wouldn't wear this. It's a little too long for how I like to wear my bags. And then of course handheld, and how I actually was wearing it yesterday, because I shot the other part a little while ago. I was wearing it mostly like this. Okay, so I brought a lot of different small leather goods out just to kind of give you an idea. And the first thing I will start with is my iPhone X, and I keep that in that back pocket. And then I have been asked several times if a full-size wallet will fit. And yes, very easily. And that is my largest wallet. It's a really big Chanel. And then if you keys, there's key pouch. And let's see, a O case for cosmetics. So you can see there's still a lot of room in there. And let's see, just for if you had another small leather good. I know you probably wouldn't carry 2 wallets, but just to show you that it does fit a lot. There, that all very easily fits. And I have also put a small umbrella on the top, even when I had like this amount of stuff in it when it was raining. So you can see it's a really, really generous size bag. I don't really carry full-size wallets anymore. So personally for me, what I would probably carry would be the key pouch, the phone. I got a toiletry 15 down in there, and things falling here. There we go. There's that. And then I would probably, the wallet that I'm currently using is my Chanel, and that's really about all I would actually carry. But you can see it holds a lot. I'm going to take the phone out of that because the pocket is really soft and it's making it harder for you to see what's inside. So there's all that, and you could easily fit in O pouch, the Zoe wallet. I mean, it holds a lot for such a tiny, tiny bag. And if you didn't have the toiletry 15, and maybe you have a cosmetic pouch like either the Chanel one or something more similar to this size, that also fits down in there very, very easily. And zip. There. Okay, so something I forgot to address that I have been asked several times about is, do I feel like this bag will lose structure and have structure loss? And yes, it absolutely could if you overstuff it, overfill it. Yes, I think it could easily have structure loss. But if you keep it where it's filled, so this is completely empty. So if you have it when it's filled and it looks the same as it looks empty, like you don't see bulging, you don't see the zippers straining, I don't think you're gonna have a problem, because even though the leather's a lot softer than like my Montaigne, it's still very structured and stiff and sturdy. It's not like as delicate as the Fendi peekaboo that I showed you. So if you go on like Fashion File's website and you look at Fendi mini peekaboos, they look smashed, they look horrible. Like it would make you not want to buy a Fendi peekaboo. And there's mine after a year and it looks brand new and I use it all the time. Most of bag wear and tear is from the owner, not from the bag. You're either overstuffing, overfilling, setting it where you shouldn't, you know, things like that. I just, you know, if you take care of them, I don't feel like you're gonna have a lot of structure loss. I am gonna show you how I store this bag, because I do get asked that with my bags a lot. So it is empty. I take the strap and I just roll it up, put that down inside of the bag, like that. And then I just have some little bubble paper, plastic paper, whatever you want to call it, paper. And I put 3 of those in, and you can see there's still room for more, but I don't put a 4th one in there, because then it starts to get up to where it's messing with the zipper and making the zipper tight. So this way it's just like completely like, looks like it did before, but I can feel that there's something in there kind of holding the shape. And any bag that I have like this with top handles that fold down on both sides, when I put it in the dust bag, I tend to take the key bell, put it on the outside, take the dust bag, put it in between, and then fold the handles down on either side. This bag in particular, with the leather that it has, I don't think there'll be a problem, but sometimes if you store a bag with the straps down next to it, depending on what kind of leather it is, you can get a little upside down smile indent, especially if you have several bags like sitting next to each other. So that's just how I do it. That's not been recommended to me or anything. That's just what I choose to do. But yeah, I definitely am happy that I picked this up. I have no regrets. I would consider getting this in another color. I'm not a cream person. I love the cherry berry. It is gorgeous. I love it. It just works with nothing in my wardrobe whatsoever. I know I wouldn't reach for it, but if they came out like in a pretty summer or spring color, I would definitely consider adding another one of these. I have enjoyed using this so much. I've used it with, you know, really really full, and I've used it with barely anything in it. I've taken it shopping all day, ran errands for the wedding, all sorts of things, and it's so comfortable crossbody, easy to get in and out of when you want to make your purchases or get anything out of the bag. And I really have enjoyed this a lot. So yeah, I really, really recommend it. Don't be scared of the corners. Just take care of it, and, you know, don't set it on cement. That's, you know, on the floor or something like that. But a table's not going to hurt your bag. If it's not going to hurt lambskin, it's not going to hurt this pebbled leather. So just another quick look at it. So I hope this was helpful if you're considering purchasing this one. And yeah, I love it. I'm very happy that I added this. So I hope you like this video, and if you haven't done so already and you like these kind of videos, I hope you take the time to hit that subscribe button down below and a thumbs up. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.